on senior night, pretty special to see Vincent Baker, who is, from what I understand, just about as likable as you can find, and a man who's been in the program for quite some time out of Roswell, Georgia, Blessed Trinity Catholic. Freshman campaign went 6-24. The next year only wrestled 5 times. Last year went 10-20. This year in limited action, 5-3. So Baker, who really showed some sincere excitement on senior day, was out there early. In fact, even went out there before they were ready for senior day, and then his parents came out. It was kind of special to see. He's just a good guy. Had a big win over Max Shaw in North Carolina on January 20th. Defends Sam Mora. Sam Mora 12-13 on the season. Baker 5-3. He also got wins over Connor Bourne from American on November 5th. Got a win over Matt Benedetti from Bloomsburg, also on November 5th. Got a decision over Jesse Cassett from Missouri in the Southern Scuffle, 8-6, and then that win over Max Shaw. In his last match, he lost 11-2 against Carson Floyd in App State. So Vincent Baker here on senior day. Deals with the shot from Mora. Baker on senior day just kind of reminds you of that grizzled veteran. You see his legs wrapped up. You kind of think he's not in 100% perfect health, but yet gets out there and gives it all he can for Duke. I like this young man a lot. So here the 1-minute warning here in the first. The shot coming from Mora. Baker trying to hang on. Mora. He's got the leg of Baker. Now he's going to try to stand up and put Baker in a tough spot. Baker spins out of it, and Baker now rolls through it. Both of them roll. A little bit of a scrum going on. All waved off. Still no points left. Good action here coming from Vincent Baker for Duke and Sam Mora for Gardner Webb. Mora out of Amarillo, Texas, a senior as well. As I mentioned earlier, Baker, a senior from Roswell, Georgia. Now he's got Baker in a little bit of a tight spot here. He's got the left arm and the left leg. The left leg release. Good job by Baker trying to hang on, and with that, no points. Wow. 3 or 4 opportunities in that roll right there, but still remain 0-0. Final seconds counting down. We're at 197. Baker in 2020 season wrestled at 184 and 197 after wrestling his freshman campaign at 197. So he would go down. He stayed down last year at 184 and had a pretty good season at 10-20. They'll remove a little bit of blood on the mat here as we're still at zeros. It looks like the blood is coming from Baker. The training staff working on Baker. Baker didn't want much to do with it. He wasn't standing still, but now he's back and ready to go. He'll start down here with a chance to take a 1-0 lead if he can get up and away from Sam Mora. Let's see if he does. So after a short medical timeout, second period underway. Still no score between Vincent Baker, the senior for Duke, and Sam Mora, the senior for Gardner Webb. Baker really close, and he'll run out of bounds before he can get that point, and he'll head back to the down position. So pretty quick 12-second burst there from Baker, and off of that burst, Mora a little bit more ready on the second whistle. Baker fighting through all of that weight and gets out, so it's 1-0. Baker does his job. Now let's see what kind of offense Baker has to go with it. As all of you know, you big-time wrestling fans tuning in, these heavier weight classes, the scores are usually pretty low, and quite often you'll see some extra wrestling. One minute remaining in the second. It's 1-0 Baker on top of Mora. Your team score is Gardner Webb 30, Duke 3. Patrick Rowland with the 3 points for Duke. Limited shots coming here in the second. To be fair, limited shots coming in the first, short of that scrum where there were 3 or 4 rolls where it looked like at any point either Baker or Mora could have put themselves in position to get some points, but Baker would roll out, Mora would roll out, and eventually nothing. Looks like they're content here working these final 9 seconds out, and Baker takes a shot there, but too late, so it will be 1-0 as we head to the third at 197. Coming up at 285 after this one, Abraham Preston with a 2-15 record will take on one of the best in the country, let alone the ACC, and Jonah Niesenbaum, the senior, who comes in with a 22-3 record. That is after this one. Baker's got the 1-0 lead. We'll see how long he can hang on. You didn't see a big burst there from Mora, so more of a calculated approach. Baker did a good job holding the arm down for a little while. Now the arm is released, and now Mora's putting himself in a spot where if he can stand up, he can get a point and maybe even get Baker in trouble. Baker hanging on, though. Baker really high on Mora. Now Mora gets up, and now if Baker can't throw him, oh, he does. He rolls, and off the roll, they get out of bounds, but 1 point, so we're tied at 1. Mora almost had more than the 1. Shot coming. Baker gets his legs wide. Baker tries to get around the body of Mora. And yeah, there it is. Great job by Baker. How about Baker here on senior night, delivering, and he's got a 3-1 lead. So now Baker will get up, wobble back with a 3-1 lead. Mora will start down. He's got plenty of time. Little storybook here. Baker can hang on. So the quick release and warning for Mora. You can hear some of his fans saying, let's go Vinny for Vincent Baker. Baker, can he hang on to Mora? He's got that lead. All right, there's the release. So now Mora with it 3-2 immediately goes to work offensively. Tries to get Baker in trouble. Baker looking to hang on. There is a lot of time left. 36 seconds left. Mora trying to spin out of it. Baker trying to turn that into offense. They wanted 2 right there. Baker doesn't get it. It's still 3-2. Baker, there he gets it. He does get it. Gets his both legs behind, and Baker with a 5-2 lead. He also has a potential for riding time if he can hang on. He's at 50 seconds with 13 seconds remaining. And Baker, it is impossible not to appreciate Vincent Baker here on senior night. 5-2, 13.5 seconds remaining. Vincent Baker, and that move right there kind of gives you the feeling that Vincent Baker's got this. And Vincent Baker, the grizzled veteran, will get the win on senior night. He'll get the riding time point. It'll be 6-2. He extends his hand to Sam Mora. There's the handshake, and Vincent Baker will get the win. And Vincent Baker, with a handshake, will go over and shake the coach's hands. And great job by Vincent Baker as he gives 3 more points to Duke, and he'll hobble back over to the Duke bench.